Oh, hey guys, it's me, Mr. Grayson. I just got back from scuba diving. That's why I'm wearing my scuba diving mask. Just kidding. This is a ski mask. It's not a scuba diving mask. I couldn't find my scuba diving mask, so I used a ski mask. Well, marbles are coming in because you guys are awesome. Woo-hoo-hoo. Nailed it. Marble. 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 2 marbles. Got them both. No, I didn't. They're all over the place. Marble. Good at the marbles. Okay, welcome to class. I'm going to take this off so I can see. As I said, I just got done scuba diving. So, saw a few sharks. Might have tinkled myself in my wetsuit. I was so scared. But it was awesome. So, Mexico is awesome. Today's Friday. I hope you're digging Friday. Friday is the best day of the week. So, hopefully you guys have wonderful weekends. Let's talk about what we're going to do today. Today, we are going to do an activity where you identify mistakes that are made and then correct them. All about bottoms up, okay? That's all we're doing today, correcting mistakes, and yeah, it's going to be good. So what I need you to do is I need you to check out this poster right here. There's a mistake made in it for your bell work. Identify what the mistake is. You don't need to solve it correctly, just identify what the mistake is. All right, go ahead and pause the video after I move it a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, identify the mistake. Go ahead and pause. Ready, set, go. All right, welcome back. You should have identified the mistake. Let's see if you got it right. So when I look at this, what happened is we went 8 times 10, dropped the leading coefficient, and got a negative 80. That is wrong, my friends. That is not right. The reason why it is wrong is because you didn't take a GCF out. So there is a number that divides into 8, 2, and 10, and that number is 2. So remember, always take a GCF out. If you take a 2 out, that becomes a 4x squared minus 1x minus 5. And then you bottoms up. All right, so you have got to make sure you take the GCF out first. All right, on your paper, what you have is you have 2 boxes. You have 1 box that says, what did Mr. Grayson do wrong? You're going to write in complete sentences what I did wrong. Okay? I need sentences, and I need you to write something. If there's not something in the box, you don't get credit. I'm sorry. Okay? And then in the second box, the bigger box, you are going to solve the problem correctly. Okay? So identify the mistake, and then solve the problem correctly. So what's going to happen is I'm going to show you the problem. I want you to pause the video for 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Pause it for about 6 minutes, okay? And then you are going to find the mistake and solve it correctly. So, your first problem in the first box. Let me throw that on the beach right there, because I'm at the beach right now in Mexico. Okay, pause the video. Go ahead and identify the mistake. Ready, set, go. All right, welcome back. So, you should have found the mistake here. Let's go through it to see if you did it correctly. All right, the mistake that was made in this problem. Well, let's work through it. 2 times negative 28 is negative 56, so that's good. We drop the leading coefficient. Okay, 2 numbers that multiply to negative 56 and add to negative 1. Well, what 2 numbers multiply to negative 56? 8 and negative 7 do. But if you add 8 and negative 7, what does it give you? It gives you a positive 1. I don't want a positive 1. I want a negative 1. So what we did is we have found the mistake. So that needs to be positive, and that needs to be negative. So what we need to do is we need to go through and switch our signs for our correct answer. So check to see if you did it right. So that should be a plus 7, and this should be a minus 8. Okay, this is correct. Reduce the fraction correctly. So this should be an x minus 4 and a 2x plus 7. So you should have a mistake, and you should now have it done correctly. All right, let's try problem number 2. All right, identify the mistake. Identify the first mistake, because sometimes if you make one mistake, you can make a second mistake. So identify the first mistake that I make, pause the video for 6 minutes, and then solve it correctly. Go ahead. All right, welcome back. Let's go through this, see what your mistake was. All right, what we did is we multiplied 8 times negative 5 and got a negative 40. That looks good to me. Okay, and then we look for two numbers that multiply to negative 40 and add to 6. 10 times negative 40, 10 times negative 4 is negative 40. 10 plus negative 4 is a positive 6. And that's what we want. All right, so let's see what we do. M plus 10, M minus 4. That's good. Bring back the 8 because we dropped the 8, so we got to bring back the 8. And then 8M plus 10, and this is where the mistake is made. What happened is I did not reduce this fraction. You should have reduced this fraction. So what we have to do is we have to divide both of these by 2, so this becomes a 4, and this becomes a 5. So instead of this as our answer will be 4m plus 5. So I didn't reduce this fraction correctly. And I'm pretty sure I didn't do that one. Nope, I did do that one right. That reduces to 1/2. So 2. All right, I did that one right. No problem. All right, so that was the mistake. Hopefully you got it. Okay, let's do our third one. Okay, identify the first mistake that is made, write incomplete sentences, and then do the problem correctly. Pause the video for 6 minutes. Go ahead. Good luck. All right, hopefully you identified the mistake. Let's go through and see what we did. All right, so 6 times 32 is 192. That is a giant number. Dang, that's really big. And that is where the mistake happened. What happened here is the GCF was not taken out. We did not take a number out of 6, 28, and 32. There's a number that divides into 6, 28, and 32, and that number is dose. So let's go do this correctly. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to take out a GCF. So let's do that. So we're going to take out a 2, and that's going to give us a 3w squared minus 14w. What is that? That is plus 16. All right, now what we do is we bottoms up, so we multiply the first times the last, and that gives us a w squared minus 14w, and 16 times 3 is a positive 48. All right, and now what we need to do is we need to figure out, okay, what multiplies to 48 and adds to negative 14, so we x factor that. So negative 48, sorry, I did that wrong, that's a positive 48, and a negative 14. So what multiplies to that? Well, that is a negative 8 times a negative 6. Make your two factors. W minus 8, W minus 6. Don't forget to bring down that 2. Our friend the 2, bring it down. Okay, we dropped a 3 from here to here, so we got to bring our 3 back. So 3. 8 over 3 does not reduce, so our answer is 3w minus 8. 6 over 3 reduces to a 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2, so that is w minus 2. And then bring down that 2 on the outside, and this is what you should have gotten for your final answer. All right, next one. All right, take 6 minutes, pause the video, find the mistake, and do it correctly. And paused. All right, let's see what you got. All right, so the way that we should have done this, stand by. Okay, I'm back. Okay, the way that we should have done this is we took out a 4 from 16, 24, and 8. But the problem is you didn't take out the biggest number. There's a bigger number than 4 that goes into 16, 24, and 8. That number is 8. So what you should have done is you should have taken out an 8. Let's see how that changes our answer. I'm going to go through this pretty quick because you've already done the work. All right, so you should have taken out an 8. That's a 2k squared minus 3k plus 1. Okay, multiply the first. That is a k squared minus 3k plus 2. What two numbers multiply to 2 and add to negative 1? Sorry, add to negative 3. That's a negative 2 and a negative 1. So that's k minus 2, k minus 1. We dropped a 2 from the beginning, so we got to bring that 2 back. Okay, 2 divided by 2, 1. So that is k minus 1. 1 divided by 2, you can't reduce that, so you bring the bottom up, so that's 2k minus 1. As your final answer. That is really sloppy, but I'm in a hurry. I don't know why. Because I'm in Mexico. There's no rush in Mexico. Bring down an 8. Boom. That is your answer. So the mistake was we factored out a 4 instead of an 8. So make sure you take the biggest common factor out. All right. I believe we have one more. Or uno mas, as they say down here. All right. Take 6 minutes. Pause the video. Identify the mistake. Go. All right, welcome back. Let's see if we did it right. 14, 4, and 18. What number goes into those? It's 2. That's correct. No GCF problem. Multiply 2 times negative 9, negative 63. All right, we're good there. Drop the 7. Sorry, 7 times negative 9. Did I say that? Maybe. Okay, what numbers multiply to negative 63? Add 2, 9, and negative 7. So we have r plus 9, r minus 7. We dropped a 7 from here to here. So we got to bring that 7 back. So 9 divided by 7 and 7 divided by 7. This fraction does not reduce. 9 over 7, you can't reduce it. So you bottoms up. Bring the 7 into the front, 7r plus 9. 7 divided by 7, that does reduce. 7 divided by 7 reduces to a 1. All right, so your answer should be r minus 1. Not r, it's a 1. Trust me, that's a 1. That should be a 1, not a 7. So that was the mistake that was made. And a 2 right here. Hopefully you identified that. So what we have done is we have finished bottoms up. All right, you now know how to identify the mistakes. You can do GCF. You should be a pro at this when I get back from Mexico. Monday you're going to come in, get iPads, and you're going to do evaluate testing, log in. I will have a login sheet so you'll know what your login is. But have a wonderful weekend. Make good decisions. If you guys finish early before the bell rings, just please talk quietly. Find something to do. Do not get out of your seats. But look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend. See you guys.